Okay, so this is evaluation question 4. First of all, for this evaluation question, I'm going to go over some of the new media technologies we used during our research and planning. So, the website we used to log and update all our progress is Blogger, and that's what I'm using to create every post, every video deconstruction, podcast, it's all uploaded to Blogger, so it's all in one place and people can find it really easily. The site allows us to create posts about our research and planning, as I said, podcasts, shoots, everything like that. There are a few features on Blogger that make it ideal for logging our coursework progress. There's many tools such as links lists which go down the right hand side of my blog. These allow you to set up lists of podcasts and audience feedback, things like that. You'll see them all over my blog. Video deconstructions, it just allows you to find things a lot easier and navigate my blog more easily. When creating a post itself, there are many formatting options within Blogger that allow you to change the font and colour of the text. This can be useful for highlighting certain points and hyperlinks that you want to draw people's attention to. We use this a lot during the video deconstructions, and yeah, you can also upload pictures into your blog posts through a direct picture uploader and caption these posts, which is useful for picking out certain points within, say, a video deconstruction or anything of that matter. Another tool which you can use is the RSS feed. On my own blog, I've got the Guardian Music Video Blogs RSS feed as well as the Daft Punk News. See, as though Daft Punk is the artist we're using for our music video, pretty much. There are also polls. On my blog, I did a couple of polls about favourite director as well as music genre, and these just make your blog nice and interactive and add another element to the blog, really. There are a few more tools as well, such as picture uploader on the side of the blog. I uploaded a picture of the group, so yeah, and I captioned that, as well as a top links list which allows you to navigate to everybody in our group's blog. So Tom, Andy and my blog all have links lists to each other's blogs and YouTube channels, so you can navigate the group's work easily. Another site we use a lot in our coursework is YouTube. And this is a site we uploaded all our rough cuts to, all our vodcasts, behind the scenes footage, everything to do with video really, uploaded to YouTube. And this site allows us to upload videos, and it's good, you can easily embed the videos into the blog posts. That's the code they give you at the bottom of YouTube. A few features that make YouTube really good actually, and the comment section allows anybody to leave audience feedback on the video, which can be great. And it just allows your video to go out to a wider audience than just people at your school or teacher or whatever. And another way that people can rate the video is the rating system. They can like or dislike the video depending on what they think of it. And there's a few tools in the video manager, such as the annotation tool. You can set links to other videos, which hopefully I'll be able to use in the evaluation questions themselves. And there's a few other things. YouTube allows you to subscribe to other channels, so you can subscribe to your friends' channels or other people in the group. And it also has a playlist function which allows you to upload and sort of organise all your videos, so we could put all the rough cuts into a playlist, or the podcasts, any videos that are related to each other, you can upload them into a playlist, and that's very useful. Two more websites that we use for our audience interaction as well as feedback were Facebook and Twitter. We use Facebook for organising shoots as well as getting people to act in our videos, and also to gain audience feedback on the videos after we'd shot them from the people who had been in them. We could also get feedback from Facebook by posting our videos on people's walls or linking them to other people, so they can give us feedback, and that was another way we could get our videos out to a wider audience. And we also use Twitter for this sort of thing as well. We use Twitter for regular updates on shoots and updates on blog posts and things like that. So yeah. Okay, so we didn't just use new media technology in sharing our product, but in also creating it. This year we got to use HD cameras, which was a big step up from last year from the AS work, where we used standard definition mini DV cameras. The HD cameras this year had a much wider angle lens, which allows for better video quality, and better, it allows you to get more camera angles really. And these cameras also worked a lot better in low light conditions. That was useful for our videos. A few of the shots were in inside in the dark in the party scene, for example, and that gave us a good image quality in the dark, and I think that scene turned out very well. The use of SD cards this year instead of tapes was another big factor in it was very practical. Take footage straight from the camera onto the computer really easily and then upload it straight onto Final Cut Pro and edit it and then render it really quickly and easily. As though last year we had to use lots of programs before the footage could be edited. And in research and planning we also use cameras for filming things like podcasts as well as a bit of audience feedback. We also used the program Photo Booth on the Mac to record our podcasts. It makes a video and then we can put that into Final Cut and export it as an MP3 and then upload to DivShare, where we can just then we can get an embed link from the DivShare and put that on the blog, and that would be our podcast. Okay, so during the production of the Digipack magazine ad, we used a few different programs on the Macs at school as well as at home. On Windows I used. For the first Digipack dummy I used the suitcase design that you might have seen earlier in the blog. For that I used Photoshop elements on school computers, and they had a few tools that I used in the production of that. Opacity tool, emboss, clone stamp. Elements was pretty basic. It allowed us to move images around as well as position text in the right areas according to that which we had seen in the conventions of the Digipack. I mean, the software worked well, but it wasn't as good as the latest CS6 version, which I know Andy used on the latest magazine ad designs, and which we used to create the pictures in viral ad campaign. Some of the tools were slightly limited, but it was good to produce the first drafts and pretty simple to use. For the more recent Digipack design I used Adobe After Effects. It's a video software, but I used it to create the Digipack because I'm quite comfortable using that program and I know my way around it. It has a useful interface and functions, and I created the Digipack quite quickly and easily using that program. It allowed me to apply more effects, 3D work on the new design, and new idea included more images from the actual video itself, so it was useful in producing that Digipack. Had more functions on the text tool as well as flexibility in coordinates that you could accurately position the text by using the coordinates, and it had like a grid so you could position them equally, like central and things like that. So yeah, that was quite useful when it came to producing the Digipack. As I said, Andy used Photoshop CS6 to make the magazine ad, and that has a lot of similar tools to After Effects as well, but yeah. Okay, so when creating our rough cuts and eventually the Final Cut, we used Final Cut Pro X. It's an editing program, and it was a massive step up from using Final Cut Express last year. There was many improved features. There's a large variety of effects we could use as well as transitions, and it generally helps out a lot when editing. Big advantage was it was very easy to use. You could import footage straight into Final Cut and then go on straight away and edit it. There was a lack of render times, which meant we could play back footage in real time in full screen straight after we'd edited it, and that allowed us to get immediate feedback and then take that into account and then edit the video even further. And due to the improved HD cameras, we could pan and zoom footage without losing too much of the video quality, and then that allowed us to sort of improve the shot variety even if we didn't have as many shots for that scene or whatever. So yeah, the exporting times were a lot quicker. It normally only took like 15 minutes to export a whole rough cut, which was really nice, and so we could put it onto YouTube, get feedback straight away. Yeah, there's a variety of effects we used. A few to note: we used Gaussian blur effect, a few transitions, crossfades, lots of really good stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the digital technologies. Another few things to note is we also used a variety of web browsers, Safari on the Macs, Google Chrome, Firefox, and another thing we used is our smartphones when going out on a shoot, having to communicate as well. If we can't get to a computer, we can still communicate through texting or whatever. Just a few things like that really.